Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Brewed by Me coming at you from Ontario, Canada. Heck yeah. Anyways, it's a nice, beautiful, sunny, hot day outside. Got home from work a little early. Decided to have a beer. Yeah, I'm gonna have a beer. This beer is from Ontario. Yeah, it is. It's brewed and bottled in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is from the Black Oak Brewing Company. This is their Epiphany number 2 Imperial Pilsner, 7.7% ABV, 650 milliliter bottle, limited release. I thought I had a Pilsner glass. I can't find it. I can't find it for the love of me, so I'm gonna use my Broken Stick Brewing Company glass. I haven't used it for a while, so there's what the bottle looks like. It's like outer space, orange and purple, and yeah, standard black oak cap. So, without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open and give her a go, or it a go, however you want to see it. There you have it. It's pretty hazy. Pretty sure that's chill haze. It's straw yellow in color, a dark straw. 2 fingers ahead. Tiny bubbles, as you can see, really white. So that's what the beer looks like. Looks good. Let's give it a smell. See what you think. Alright, there's a bit of a floral characteristic there. A little bit of a dirty characteristic there. Slightly herbal. A very faint bit of sweetness. And maybe a bit of citrus, or that citrus kind of characteristic. Cheers. For a Pilsner, it's a medium body. It's 7.7, so medium carbonation. Alright, so take a swig of this bad boy. It's fairly quenching for being 7.7% beer. It's easy drinking. Nice sweetness up front. As it travels across your tongue, you kind of get like these big floral, earthy, dirty kind of characteristics. And then after that, there's a slight bit of that herbal, citrus kind of characteristic. And then boom, it's gone. And you take another swig, and the same thing. Excuse me. That herbal characteristic maybe is grass, like a grassy herbal. And that citrus is kind of like a lemon. Yeah. So, all in all, it's not a bad beer. I didn't get my hands on the first one, unfortunately. Ah well. I'll keep my eye out when I go to the LCBO for these, because this one's not bad. It's pretty good. I don't mind it. It's a big beer, 7.7% ABV. It's unfiltered, it says on the bottle. And yeah, your malt characteristics is probably, well, for sure you got Pilsner malt in there. Maybe some like Carafoam, Carapils, probably Carapils. And like maybe a specialty caramel malt, like maybe Carahel, Carafoam, caramel, or whatever the hell I want to call it, but something like that. Beautiful looking head though, the head sticks around the whole time, unfiltered. Which is fantastic, because when it's unfiltered you get more of those flavors. So anyways, so if you guys want to know what hops are on the in here, it says on the bottle. Where is it? For a second Epiphany, we bring you an unfiltered Imperial Pilsner, dry hopped with Comet, Wakatu, and Saz. So Comet is US, Wakatu is New Zealand, and Saz is Czech. Our Epiphany series are limited release beers designed to highlight the creative talents of our brewers, featuring bold and interesting styles of beer. Cheers, Ken and the Black Oak crew. So, yeah, it's an interesting beer. I like it. So if you guys can find it, it was in the LCBO last week. It was in the in my LCBO. They have it a weird. They have it set up kind of strange, as you walk in and you got those weird at the back in the freezer. It's a big LCBO. It's a big horseshoe, the freezer. And on this side here, you got those weird beers like Corona, Dos Equis, and continues on like that, Heineken, and then you get into the good German and Belgian beers like Anger, Chimay. Those guys in the fridge are there, and then it stops, and then there's about a 8-foot section that's all beers from Ontario, and then after that you got the macro stuff in the big cans all the way to the other end, and then on the far side it's all the coolers and all those weird drinks, coolers, Caesars, fucking Bud Light, Limeritas, or whatever the heck, it's all over there. And then they have aisles in between the freezers, and it starts off again, you got the weird stuff like the Equis, Corona on the shelf, and you come around, and then you got the big macro guys, but they're aluminum cans, or bottles I should say, like Budweiser and all that shit is there. Next aisle over, you start getting into the craft beer stuff, and then you got craft beer, and then on the right hand side is the Ontario craft stuff. Left hand side is just craft beer from all over. Around the corner is like where they get your Rogue and your some of the specialties like this one and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of them. Anyways, I'm rambling on here. Anyways, enough of that. Cheers. If you guys want to try a fairly good Pilsner, go find it, give it a go. I don't know how long it's out for, but it was in the LCBO last week, so you still might have a chance. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Cheers. Bye-bye.